3, Episode 3 of Football Manager 2016 with Girls National Football Club. I'm having to be a little bit quieter than normal. Girlfriend is in bed, so I'm trying to sneak in a video because I've got limited opportunities to get some recordings done this week. If you joined us last time, you saw this game where we drew, last minute goal, deservedly getting an equaliser. We deserve something out of this game. Disappointed to concede early on, but we kept fighting and got the result that we probably deserved, like I said. Then we actually got our second win of the season, first win since the opening day, against Grimsby at home. Courtesy of an own goal. I think Thewlis got the assist. He had a shot and it deflected off him and went in or something. Yeah, so it was pleasing to see us get a win again. Unfortunately, in the same game, John Thewlis got injured for 2 weeks, which meant we had another striker drought, if you like. Also, John Wright got injured for 5 weeks as well in the under-21s game. So we signed JJ Hooper on a free transfer. Used to play for Port Vale, and this is his stats. He's another quick player, very determined, got a bit of flair about him, decent off the ball, decent finishing. Is he the answer? We'll have to wait and see. But this game here, Ebbsfleet 6-2, terrible game, absolutely ridiculous to watch. This is a team who was 20th, by the way, that's just destroyed us 6-2. No answer for them. Don't know what to do. It's prompted to make changes with regards to tactics. I'll go into them later. We went and signed Joe Aribo, a left midfielder from Brackley, but it won't happen. It won't come through until the 1st of January. But this is his stats anyway. The most impressive thing is probably his physical stats. He can play in the middle and plays like an attacking midfielder left. Decisions are good, teamwork's good, work rate's good, determination's good. That's the main thing. And these are like, you know, high-end single figures, 8s and 9s mainly. I think he's going to be a decent signing for us. Yeah, here we go. I forgot to do a screenshot of the actual thing. Danny Morton was complaining about lack of first team football. I told him basically, because I got about 1 million right backs. Excuse me, this is after I tested with other tactics. You can see a DM and a flat midfield 4. Basically I said, look, no, you're not getting it basically. He's probably I'm gonna have to let him go or something daft, I can't remember exactly. But Liam Smith, Jordan Jones and Minion, who was out of shot, they all are against him. Against teammate, happy with his manager's treatment of teammate, which to me suggests that there's a bit of a rift in the camp, so it's prompted me to try and get rid of him. It's not ideal, but yeah, keen to discuss personal matters. This is what caused it, this. But yeah, he wasn't very happy. We then, disappointingly, went 2-0 up against Macclesfield. Well, that's not disappointingly, that's very good. But we conceded 2 goals again after going 2-0 up, and we've drawn another game we should have won. We dominated the game in terms of possession, and just let Mansfield back into it in the second half. I don't know how, but they got a goal out of, like, against a run of play. And then Ben Burgess got a late equaliser, which was very disappointing. Then similar story again. We went 1-0 down against Eastleigh. We got to 2-1 in front, but 2 goals either side of half time. We were particularly poor here in terms of shots, but again they let him in. We let him in again, and it ended up being another disappointing performance. Eric Grimes had a quality game there. 7.5 should have been a lot higher because he dealt with quite a few decent chances and saved pretty much all of them. Then we had a disappointing result against Lincoln. This is with the new tactic in force, which this was like prompting me like thinking, well, it's obviously not working, I have to try and change it again. 3 games is usually the limit I try and test him on. And we lost 1-0 to Altrincham, who, despite getting battered by us, we had more shots, we had a hell of a lot more possession, we played better than them, as you can see with the match ratings here, 7, 7.5, 7, 7.6, 7.4, to their 7.3 and 7.2. You can kind of see who was a better team, and we got punished, in a word, FM'd. Dieter Downey. This is after I sent out McCarthy on loan for a month. I can't figure out how to recall him. If anyone can let us know in the comments, that'd be greatly appreciated. But he's got a broken toe, so he's out for 3 months, which is a massive problem for us. Overall, though, the board are very pleased with our leadership. Obviously, they're disappointed with Ben Atkinson leaving. Jordan Jones has been playing quite well, believe it or not, on the right, but with the new tactics, which I'll be showing you shortly, he's not going to be featuring at right midfield. I did say we were going to come to the Dover game, and it's a game we should have won. We were winning 1-0, we were comfortable in the first half, and then we just let him back in the second half. Moyo got a goal, playing as a left, inside forward. But yeah, Dover got a late goal and equalised. The reason why I've left it, didn't bother doing this game is because the next game is against the top of the league. Worth noting that we lost Danny Ratchie for 6 to 8 weeks. The injuries have been appalling, and Curzon Ashton we've been fined twice now, £750 and 1,500 for receiving 6 yellow cards in both games, which is a bit of a pain. This is where we end up. We are currently 19th. We are outside the relegation zone, just. We're drawing 2 winning games, not winning enough games. We've only lost 5, which isn't bad for a team that's just got relegated in 14 games. But we need to start converting these draws into wins, because we've thrown away points from winning positions, it seems. We've got 3 players out injured, but it seems like more. So we've got Wrexham today. So let's show you the team we're going to be using. So this is the team we're going to be using. This is the setup, the new setup we're going to be using. It's a bit unfamiliar for certain players. Obviously Gorman is basically filling in at left back for at this moment in time, because he's the only player besides Morton who can play at left back, sort of. I'd rather have a left footer there if possible, and he kind of fits the bill. Don't think there's anything else to show you as such in terms of players. Don't think there is. Leo Hunt, I'd like to have played him at left back, but unfortunately he can't. He's actually improving quite a bit. But yeah, looking at it, we're going to go for Grimes in net as per. We've got Jones at right back, coming back from the right midfield slot because he can't play up there, unfortunately. Flynn and Ashworth at the back. It's a ball-playing defender with Ashworth. It's something I'm going to try. He's actually decent at passing. He's got 8 passing and 7 vision for a defender. That's pretty good. Gorman's going to have to fill in at left back. He's not been performing very well at training. Told him so recently as well. Foster's going to play as a registrar. Now you might be thinking, what are you doing? He's got like a 1 on his thing, on his role and duty. But I don't think he's got that bad stats for it. You know, the only one that lets him down is first touch, 7. But everything else isn't bad. For this level, I think that's pretty good, if you ask me. And I've read somewhere that it doesn't really matter that much whether the suitability is there. As long as they can play naturally in the actual position itself, then they should be able to do a job. We go for the 2 centre midfield partnership. One's an advanced playmaker, one's a centre midfielder attack. The attack one is Tomsit. Obviously he's pretty damn awesome. Canero's had a decent start to the season, is going to be started. He's got 7.29 average in a struggling side. He's definitely impressed me the most, I think, out of all my signings so far. We're going for Thewlis on the right side, mainly because he can play there and I've got no one else because obviously the injury to Ty Phillips, and of course Danny Ratchie can play there and he can't really do anything anyway. Jordan Wright can play there but he's not that effective. However, I am going to probably bring him into the team because we've got 2 right backs in the subs, so he can probably come on and cover maybe later on. So that's the right midfield, which is an inside forward. Moyo, the guy we signed, was really excited about at the beginning of the season. He goes on the left wing as an inside forward. Again, he's not too bad. 6 for crossing isn't terrible, I suppose, but well, it's not great, but it's not terrible. And I'm just hoping for big things from these guys. They've got some pace because we've got Hooper up top as well, 14 and 13 acceleration, and determination's 14 as well, which is always good. So we've got quite a bit of pace in these advanced positions, not so much in the centre midfield or anywhere else really. Jones is pretty quick, 14 pace, he can get up and support. Gorman's fairly quick, but he's not been performing very well, and he's playing out of position. And Flynn and Ashworth, obviously, you know, they are what they are. Ashworth was an absolute colossus last season. By no means are they doing terribly this season. Ashworth's in a bit of poor form, but as to, you'll see is John Tunnicliffe, 6.62 average rating so far, with an average rating overall of 6.67. Downey's been playing quite well, to be fair. He's just got an injury at the wrong time. At a bad time, should I say. Like I said, Matt McCarthy cannot find where. Oh, that's one thing. Danny Martin's gone out on loan. These two strikers, they don't really fit the bill for the at false 9 role. I did check everyone out before, but I just find the reason why I've gone for false 9 and not a deep line forward is for this reason here. We've got false 9, which dribble more, risky passes, moves into channel. You put deep line forward on, hold up ball. You can add the other ones in afterwards, but hold up ball is the one that kind of concerns me, which well, I'm going to try the false 9 for now, just to see how it plays. So like I said, we're playing against top of the league, Wrexham. I'm not expecting big things. We are away from home. We're massive underdogs, massive beyond belief. So let's just give it a go. That's all we can do, really. Submit team. I'm probably going to try and knock the highlights down to key as well, just to try and give us a bit more, you know, not use up as much time, if you know what I mean, because you know, I'm assuming these videos are quite long and people are probably getting put off by it. So I will look to do that. So we are, as you can see, massive underdogs. They're top of the league. They're having a laugh. We're struggling a bit. We're kind of grimacing at the sight of this game. Who's a big player for them? He looks awesome. So does he. So does he. They all look awesome. He looks less awesome actually, but I'm thinking, is it worth putting a tackle hard on someone? Destroy the face. They've all got decent bravery though. Whenever I put tackle hard on it, I look at the bravery stat, and if it's less than 10 I might do it. So we are massive underdogs. Huge underdogs. So that's what we're going to be saying here. Morale is already pretty poor, but I did give him a bit of a rollicking after losing the last game, which we should have won against Dover. And this is awesome. Lots of reaction there. So I'm going to start the game, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it to key instead of extended, which means it'll be shorter games. And eventually, if they are that quick, I might be able to do 2 videos if that interests anyone at all. Sorry, two live comms. This is a right start. We ain't giving the ball away yet. Got a sneeze coming. I was going to say then, right in cue. As you can see, Wrexham with a 14 goal difference. Our goal difference currently sits at -6. I was about to say -7, but we managed to scramble it away. But we are not doing great at the minute. FC Halifax marginally doing worse than us. We should have beaten them last time out. They beat us. Sorry, they drew with us. I think we got a late equaliser, yeah. I remember now, because that was the last live com. Flynn gets it and plays all the way back to Grimes, who by no means, for me, is as good as Baird. Baird absolutely saved. I just watched, before I did this video, the promotion video, and the saves he pulled out of his ass. Like, were just immense. Foster's won it there, but he's giving it away at the same time. And Murphy's got it now, finds votes. Feeds. You can't even see that. Elliott. Aliou. And we're 1-0 down. Alfred. Aliou. This is bad. I've had all the play. But what are you doing, Jones? Playing him massively onside. Like I say, I'm not expecting anything. And see, Luke Ashworth gets the blame for that goal, which is mind-boggling. And we're 5 minutes in, it's a key highlight already, and it's them that are attacking. I'm afraid to say I don't think our squad is strong enough. I think not in terms of physical strength. I mean, looking at their players, you know, I just highlighted a few of them, and they're far superior to our players. We've got some good technical players, but mentally I don't think we're up to the challenge at the minute. Here comes another chance for Wrexham to break, and White gets at this right side, crosses in. That's 2-0. Game over pretty much after 6 minutes. Might have to see if we can delve into the loan market and see if we can get some real quality in, because this is terrible. And Wrexham look like they're going to be runaway winners here. I mean, we beat Grimsby, so there is some ability there, but this is just awful. Show some passion. If at least, you know, break the... I was going to say legs, but I've got my head in my hands instead. This has just been done over by a cross. And 3-0 down after 10 minutes is ridiculous, and that is a change of tactics right there, I think. Hasn't worked. This is an awesome tactic that's been seen on the Sports Interactive thing that you can get pretty much an unbeaten season with. Yeah, of course it is. You can clearly see it in full effect here. I'm even half tempted to even post a link to this video when it eventually goes up and just stick it down the throat, because that's how it's making me feel at the minute. I think, yeah, we're going to have to make a change here. We're going to have to go to... I'm going to go to this one. We lost 1-0 with this one last time. We're half back and Frosty drops even deeper into defence. Let's try this for a bit. It doesn't mean wholesale changes. I was so excited for the season when we absolutely paggered everyone and beat Oldham as well. I'm just so disappointed how it's finished up here. When it comes to the competitive games, in the first game of the season we won 3-0 against, you know, as far as I'm aware, a regular... Oh my god. What is going on? The fans are chanting what the F is, what the F is, what the F is going on, and I'm not surprised. Big day out like this and they're losing 3-0 already. Might need to find my old tactic that I had last season. Just go back to basics. Because Thompson hasn't been the player he was. Yeah, definitely need to have a look at things here, because this is not going well at all. We'll be telling them as well. It's unacceptable as this. But the morale is so low, and I've done team talks after team meetings after team meetings to get it up, and it just goes straight back down again. I'm going to try it. You were awful. Well, you were awful. It was disgustingly bad. It's the reaction we want, but I guarantee it won't get a performance out of him. Excuse me. I was trying to find a way to implement these three. That was a thought. The other guys, the other strikers, are just like prospects, but this just doesn't seem to be working at all. Which is a shame. It is a shame. But we'll plod on. Ashworth wins a header. Moyo loses the ball once more. Well, mind, but these guys aren't completely playing out of position. It just doesn't seem to matter. They've just hit the post. Probably going to finish it. Oh no, they've hit the post again. Gorman clears it long downfield. He's actually playing the best out of the defenders. He's playing it out of position. What does that tell you? Shocking performance, this, boys. Shocking. Leo Hunt, welcome to the team. Hooper could come off. Moyo going to up front. Leo Hunter could come on. Jordan Wright, you might as well just get yourself a game. Let's try that. For now, miracles can happen. I think it's highly unlikely in this game. I'm pretty sure I've seen it happen before on other FMs where you've been winning 4-0 and somehow managed to draw 4-all in the last 10 minutes. But, yeah. Let's get on to attacking. I think I'm going to have to rethink my tactics here. Again. Keep it more simple. 4-4-2 or something. Try and give us a fighting chance at least. Have two strikers. Because this just isn't working at all. Liam Blake is going to come on. Canero has been the best of a poor bunch. Obviously decent at passing. basically it's been damage limitation from the 10th minute, 11th minute you could call that. It is really gutting seeing us do so poor after doing so well last season and beating teams in the division above in FA Trophy and what have you. This has just been appalling. On the plus side, it's a shorter video. But yeah, when they're getting players like Purvis from Leeds, who looks absolutely class, you know, that was disappointing. Not happy. I'll have to do another team meeting to get the morale up. So that leaves us in the relegation zone for the first time this season, where we are genuine contenders. Kidderminster drew 1-1 with Torquay, or Torquay. No, it's Torquay. Just something I've always called Torquay. It's Torquay. Disappointing. We're gonna have to have a rethink of this. But anyway, going on to the next game, which we'll probably join. It's probably going to be the Tranmere game on the 11th of November. Hopefully you're going to join us for that. But firstly, hope you've enjoyed this video, even though it's a drubbing. Please tell me what you think I'm doing wrong. If you can, leave a comment below. Suggestions, please, because I'm struggling here. As you can see, that's his form. 2 wins all season. Started brightly, but we've just drawn too many games and then we've lost the ones in between. It's very disappointing. So yeah, hopefully you're going to join us for the next one. But like I said, firstly, if you have enjoyed this video, please just leave a like. If you'd like to keep up to date with as daily as possible Football Manager videos, yeah, subscribe. And if you think anyone else, any of your friends or family or whoever will enjoy this, please send them my way, or my channel's way in fact. Until next time, apologies for being quiet. It hopefully will be better from after this video. Maybe one more. But yeah, hopefully you join us for that, and until then, we'll see you then. Bye bye.